Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me for another live stream from the Men Like Us podcast. Tonight, I will be having, excuse my voice, I'm kind of getting over something. Tonight I'm going to be having two new guys on the show and one returning character, I guess, cast member, I don't know, personality. So just know that, this is a conversation between men. This will be an honest and raw conversation. Please respect the fact that they are sharing their honest and true feelings on this show. This is a no cancel zone. Please do not come here to get triggered. Show up to listen and hear what men really have to say about the topics we're going to talk about. The first topic we're going to talk about is, as you see on the scroll there, we are talking about OnlyFans. Does dating and OnlyFans, do they really mix? I don't know. I'm going to find out from the fellas and see what they think. So I'm going to bring up my first guest, who is a returning cast member. It's my man, Ray, in the house. What's going on, Ray?
Yo, back on the live with Big Chris. Glad to have me back here again, and we're going to chop it up. So I love how you say that. This is a no cancel zone. I'm all here for it. Thank you.
No cancel. We here to give real opinions. So now this man that's coming on, he's a newcomer, but he's definitely, he knows his stuff. All right. If you check him on Facebook, he knows what he's talking about. So it's my man Trell. Trell, what's going on, man? Now, since you're new to the show, just tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. What else I could say? Been in this life, being with trans experience, with being in the experience of the life since I was 19. That's my first experience. What else? Currently, I'm in a relationship. Yes. Basically, that's it. Being
How long you been in a relationship? How long y'all been together?
This month right here, October, makes it 4 years, off and on.
Oh wow! Well, congratulations, brother.
No, I mean, I sit back sometimes and be like, "Wow, really? That fast?" No, I mean, Ray will know. He knows all about it because that's a real close friend of his. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just finding it funny because I'm seeing you watching. You sound like you ain't never been on a live in your life, bro. You sound like you brand new, and I know that's not true, but
yeah,
you're like, I'm Trell. Come on, bro. This not the Trell I know, but we gonna get into it, and you're gonna lose.
Asha from Brooklyn too. Asha, if everybody listening to this, my last stream was with Asha. She was great. We had a great conversation. She's a fellow New Yorker, man. Watches streams. Oh yeah.
How you doing, Asha?
See, there you go. She's good people. So if y'all want to learn more about her, you got to watch a previous episode. It was a great conversation.
I got to see some of that.
All right.
Yeah, no, she was definitely dope, man. She had a great perspective on a lot of things. So last but not least is my man Mike.
Oh, what's good?
Okay, here we go. What's good, Mike?
How y'all doing?
Doing all right, brother. So tell the people where you're from, man.
I'm from Chichester, PA. Yeah, it's a nice little town. Pretty short, but, it's nice. But yeah, just living life, doing my thing, pretty much.
Cool.
All I can do.
And, I've been fellowshipping with Mike for a while now. We've been in contact for a minute, and it's definitely great to hear from some brothers. All of you men out there, if you feeling like you need to fellowship with men like us, all of us right here, right now, we're all in a Facebook group. It's called the Men Like Us Tribe. Please join it. Find it on Facebook. We here to chat with you. We here to bring you in. If you're just curious, you're looking for answers, that is the place for you. We are here to help you out. We are here to help you in your journey. So, fellas, We just get straight to the cut, fellas. Kind of previewed it a little bit, but real talk. And we might have lost trail.
Please stand by.
Yeah, right. We'll see if it's swirling. Nope, we lost him. He'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll check in with him to make sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he got knocked off his network or something. But anywho, so fellas, first topic really is the first question. And see, there he is again. He's back. There he is. All right, guys. First question.
Oh, there we go.
Would you date a woman with an active OnlyFans account? And when I say active, I mean as you are taking her out on dates in public, as you are Netflix and chilling, as she is meeting your friends and family, she's also making OnlyFans content. She's releasing new videos. Now, I want to preface all this with saying that this is something that I myself and other guys that I've talked to have run into. I have found myself crushing on chicks and, shooting my shot with chicks and having conversations with women. I'm attracted to women with day jobs. I'm attracted. I like to see women. I like to see them working, grinding out there. So, I have had, it's happened on a couple occasions where, oh yeah, okay, you a esthetician. I see you got your own makeup line. You already doing your makeup stuff, but she got her own like actual booth in the shop. She has that day job. And then through my, let's just say my Twitter sleuthery, call it that, I've run into her OnlyFans account. I'm like, well, damn. Well, shit, I thought we was like kind of vibing a little bit. And, I don't want to proceed with you because, I mean, I'm seeing what's happening on your OnlyFans right now, and I'm not with it. Just being real. But it's happened on a couple occasions. And it's happened on guys, too, who were interested in pursuing a healthy romantic relationship with a woman, and we'll even expand this cis or trans, but come to find out she's doing some stuff that she didn't tell you about. So fellas, I'm gonna open it up to you. I'm gonna throw it down the trail first. Trail, tell me what you're thinking, man.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Being a guy that's from the streets, that was in the streets, I kind of respect the fans only content. A woman that has that type of hustle. Now, granted, I do understand what you're saying, and I'm all for that. A woman that has a day job, because I love that too. But at the end of the day, bills need to be paid. Rent need to be paid. And after that, everything that's been going on this year with this COVID-19 and everything, having other streams of revenue of income is a great thing. So me personally, I said this before, I'm not against OnlyFans. I'm really not against it. All right. I even told a few of my friends, like, once I drop this weight down, I might mess around and get one. But me personally, I'm not against OnlyFans at all. I'm like, and then put it like this, if you're with the girl and y'all really like vibing and getting together and everything is going smoothly or something, then she might want you to be on it and with her.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Let's all be honest. If she a fine chick, you're not gonna turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So that's how I look at it as. I don't look at it as a bad thing. I really don't look at it as a bad thing. Because to be honest, I feel like I'm gonna keep it short. I really think prostitution should be legal. Like, that's just my strong opinion. I feel like it should be legal because who am I to tell a girl to do with her body? The hell?
For sure.
The only reason why it's not illegal because the state trying to see how they could profit off of it. But that's a story for another topic. But for anybody else, y'all can go ahead.
Mike, what you got, man? What you feeling? Now, let me set this all up again. This is you saying yes or no, I am going to date you if she already has that OnlyFans running.
Like active.
She's still getting slammed down by other random niggas on videos, all sorts of other stuff. I'm just saying, is that something you would choose to pursue?
No.
That's the honest question right now.
No. I can't. I just can't do that. I don't know. It just sounds kind of odd being able to see actively my girl smashing out, with other dudes. It's just it don't sit well with me.
Now,
I can't get on board with that.
now we had conversations about this,
Yeah,
and I want to know, like, because you're kind of in a unique situation when it comes to this. Because you were telling me that there was something that I'm saying. I guess I'm gonna share this with share your business. I don't know, but you were telling me about your girl and stuff that she had in her past.
yeah, that's the past.
Yeah, so
That's
like
the
that didn't mess with
past
you at all,
right
right?
now.
It's just if it's happening right now.
Yeah, if it's happening right now and it's an ongoing thing, nah, that's
Mhm.
just nah. I can't do that.
Okay, okay.
Just
Well,
So,
brother Ray, what you got,
so let
man? What are your thoughts? I already think I know where we're going with this, but
well,
yeah, go ahead. And just Ray for the peanut gallery over there. I saw her walk by. Yeah, she walking by
no,
again.
no. So, yeah. So basically, I say it like this. I'm a very analytical person. So I kind of look at the factors like Trell said. I'm not like 100% against it, but I have to look at a couple of things. Number one, is it
Mm-hmm.
mostly single content? Okay. Because if it's just single, I look at that as modeling. It's art. Okay. Now, if we see that you're doing couple sessions, I'm like, do you know these men? Who are they to you? If she doing it raw, I'm like, are you protecting yourself? Are you on some kind of prep? Is this a long-term thing, or are you just trying it out to see if you're gonna make something work with it? So I'm not against it, but again, I have to see what is your intentions in the long term with it. But like Trell say, we might be able to make it a couples thing. So I wouldn't be against that. You know what I'm saying?
Just like
It's
our
kind of
man Roy here. My man Roy said he did it.
it's kind of like dating a stripper,
Mm.
except instead of having a pole in a physical building, the girl can strip in the privacy of her own bedroom, and she get tips digitally.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel like you can date a stripper, you can date an OnlyFans girl. So, you know, and for me, I don't know if I have the juice to be able to pull an OnlyFans girl in because they like that
Come on.
fast money. So honestly, I'm not even gonna say would I date an OnlyFans girl? I would say would an only girl fans date me?
Yeah, well, I
So
mean, they
I had
should.
to flip it because Trell kind of took my answer, so I had to take it in a different direction. But I agree with what you're saying, Trell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously under the right circumstances, that probably could work out. I myself am somebody who would, I think I'd be cool with the solo play. Like if it was just if her content was just all solo by herself, then I think I could rock with it. And obviously, I'm sorry. Let me reset all this up here. It is none of my business really until we hit a certain point in the relationship. But once we hit that point, once I hit that certain point, then it's like, okay, am I cool with this? And is this something I can rock with forever? So at solo play, I can, and I ain't gonna lie, I would do stuff. I would help out with content and all that stuff, but it would have to be solo. I'm sorry, I couldn't be watching my girl getting slammed in her work uniform and shit on OnlyFans. Like I can't do that, man. Come on now. How you expect somebody to be cool with that shit? But it does play.
On the work uniform.
What up?
I said it depends on the work uniform. I'm saying if
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
Then listen. I'm all for it.
You're right. But I brought this up because a lot of the single guys that I'm talking to, these are the kind of things that they run into, and these are the kind of conversations and decisions they have to make, or things they have to think about before continuing with some women. So, especially us all Black men, we typically date Black women of trans experience, which means we are much more likely to run into women who may be into some form of sex work. And that is just something you have to consider before you jump into this pool. And that's something you have to know, like where you have to know where you stand before you do this. So, nope, I'm not going to do this. And yeah, I will. Because some people get into certain situations. And I know a guy that's married, and it turned out he wasn't cool with it, and now they divorced. And that was, a trans woman down in Florida. He was with.
Wow. For better or worse, what happened to that?
Well, I mean, she was, taking. She was making OnlyFans content with men in his house. So, yeah, no.
Let me say it like this. I think like it takes a special kind of confident man, because if you know a man is if you know your woman is making content with other men on OnlyFans, you got to know in your heart of hearts that it's only business, and you can't get your feelings in it. But it's hard because it's like, that's intimate, that's something you're sharing the most intimate part of your partner with other people. It's a hard pill to swallow. I get it. And I don't know if I could do it or not. I guess I'll have to just cross that bridge when I get there. But I mean, I really can't say yay or nay, because I say, I'm open-minded. But I have to really pick your brain and see where you're going with it. Because I understand, like you said, there's survival sex work. There's just like, girls got to eat, and unfortunately, the corporations out here are still discriminating. So, I mean, I know it's hard out there in the private sector, because I work in the private sector. So, as a Black man, it's hard enough. And then if you're a trans woman, let's say you ain't got your paperwork together. Now, this is another thing. I got to say.
Okay.
Disclaimer. Now, if she making this money on OnlyFans, and she's going out and buying all these purses and I mean, yeah, live it up, but you got to prioritize and get your shit together. Get your paperwork together, get your housing together, get your hormones, whatever, for your name change and all that stuff. If you walking around stunting with the money you got on OnlyFans, and you're not taking care of your priorities to actually push yourself closer in the direction of your transition, then yeah, it's going to be hard to like get on board with that.
And you know what, bro? Real quick, I'm gonna let you in next, Trey. Or Trail, my bad. Really, like it was two young ladies, and actually one of them I am talking to now, who, I found that she had OnlyFans or whatever else, but like, yo, dude, she is on her fucking grind, man. And like, I could see by watching her life that, like, yo, you trying to start up your own business. You trying to lease commercial property. You trying to get your own shit going. And obviously that's going towards that. Like she's working towards something. And in my mind, that gives me to go ahead and be like, all right, yeah, she's good to go. Like, this OnlyFans isn't her life financial plan. Because when you partner, I'm sorry, I'm in a territory where I'm not looking to just have a quick relationship. I'm looking for something a little bit longer, lasting. And when you consider people for that, you have to consider, what are you doing with your life? Where are you going? People always ask, where are you going to be in 5 years? You have to see certain indicators of that. And with this particular woman, she is a fucking boss bitch. Trust me. She is all over it, dude. She is getting shit done. She got her license. She's searching around for property right now. Like, I just got nothing but respect for her, really. I'm sorry, Trey, go ahead, bro.
What's the question again?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you were about to jump in earlier. Oh man.
No. I'm just listening.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, before we move on, does anybody have any final thoughts about this at all? And Ray, just Ray, not the peanut gallery.
Yeah, so I mean, like you say, the 5-year plan.
You're trailing,
basically,
anybody can jump in. It's cool.
I think, like I say, I don't have no problem with nobody living their best life, but as long as you know that this is not going to be a long-term thing, I'm just saying, I'm a little, and I'll be honest a little bit. I'll say it on the record. I'm a little bitter because I wish I had the courage to put myself out there. Because a lot of people, it's a decision they have to make. You have to put yourself out there, and I just don't have the courage. Because I mean, between my personal life, what I work in my community engagement work, you know, I feel like it would take away from those things. Now, if I could feel like I could do it and still do like a lot of my activism stuff at the same time, then I probably would. But at this point, I don't see myself being able to do both.
Mm-hmm.
I hear
Well,
what you're saying. Yeah.
I left
Yeah,
this
exactly what
comment
you're
up
saying.
here from from a friend of the show, Asha. Says if you value loyalty and commitment and you do not want another man looking at your woman, then it should be a strong no. So it does. I think it does also depend on how possessive you are as a man. And men, you got to know yourselves. Are you that kind of dude? Are you
Nope.
okay? Then you kind of know what direction you should go into. I'm sorry to cut you off, Trail. Again, I done did it again, bro.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Me personally, I dated strippers and my past. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of them had a financial goal, like what they wanted to do in life. Like they really had a financial goal. One was trying to be partner in a real estate. I'm saying the word because I'm harsh with words. Um, Basically real estate. She wanted to start her own real estate business. Um, I had because I dated three of them. I had another one. She was paying for school because she wanted to be a dentist, which was dope. And I had another girl who was doing it because she wanted to start her own production company for TV shows and stuff. So I'm just like, yo, all of them had a goal. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if I just dated them or I'm just messing around with them, every girl I ever been with had a good head on their shoulders. So now I mean, I don't know. I'm just lucky in that department, but yeah, they all had a good head on their shoulders. Even though what they was doing was slightly wrong to the general public, but to me, I don't look down on that.
We don't about that
Because like
shit
I said,
here.
I'm from the streets and I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No, we
I'm
don't
from
worry
the
about
streets,
what's
so
wrong
I
to the
kind of
public.
right. I'm not worried about the public because
Nah, fuck
being
that.
from the streets and stuff, I totally understand. I totally understand. But
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what, they always had a good head on shoulder because there's a lot of rap songs too. They always say you order to do good, you have to do bad, and that's politics. Shit, look at our president. So
Man, that motherfucker right there.
Oh God,
That
don't get me started.
nigga.
Look. My mother, my mother is very vocal about her, and I call myself Cheryl Jr. because every time I start talking about him, I feel like a piece of her is in my brain. So yeah, we ain't gonna talk about him. That'll take a whole 30 minutes in itself. We don't have time. So
Oh, okay. Well, shit, we got a long comment here, but I think it's pretty thoughtful still. Well, shoots. Can y'all read that, or do I need to read it for y'all?
I'll read it. So Ashley Baez says, but to be honest, I'm not in the sex industry, but I do have a career where I have to travel often, and I feel that men have an issue with that too. I just think men can be overly demanding with what they're looking for. And Ashley,
Yeah.
that's another aspect of my life that I'm really having trouble struggling with because I've kind of all but given up on relationships, and the one aspect of that is that accessibility. If I can't like have personal time with my girl at least, I'm not saying we got to be up in the chair every day, but at least once, twice a week, where we really get to enjoy it, like have a couple of sleepovers, something like that. So, a girl who works like OnlyFans sometimes, or maybe, any type of work like that, oftentimes I'm moving around, but I have a lot of friends and, I've dated a lot of girls in sex work. it just depends on, like you say, how serious are you getting with it, you know. But I know some people are a little uncomfortable with this topic, but yeah, I mean, that's just the fact of how we feel from it. We're men, and we can only speak from our experiences. Now, there's always variables, but I'm always open minded to learn more about something that I don't know, as I think all these other men here. While we're trying to, you know, teach the community, we also teaching ourselves.
Oh, all right, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, I was hearing a bunch of stuff in here. So, anywho, guys, well, let's just wrap this one up. And I appreciate everybody for the comments, for the unfiltered opinions here. I appreciate y'all for it, you know, because that's what we're here for, is the unfiltered opinions. But we're gonna move on to the next half of the show, really. And you know, so I love Diane Tourget articles on Vice. Sadly, she's no longer with Vice, but one of her articles I always loved and wanted to discuss was an article she wrote saying that transamorous men are members of the trans community. And, you know, that's the opinion she put forth. And, you know, I really want to know if you guys agree with her, disagree with her. Where do you think we fit in the overall scheme here? So, again, actually, you know what? I'm going to throw it over to Mike this time. So you've been a little silent.
Honestly, I'm not even sure because that's like a whole different subject when it comes to that. Because you know, I don't know. I've always kind of seen like transamorous men as kind of like put to the side when it came to relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just used to seeing transamorous men brought up in the whole conversation when it came to LGBT or anything like that. That was a whole nother subject that I just recently this year, like a term I even heard of. So it was just, apparently we are, but I was never brought to this until this year. So I don't really know how deep invested it truly is if I'm just hearing about it this year. So
Okay, fair enough. Well, okay, Trail's back on now. Trail, I know you had some comments for this on Facebook earlier today, and I really want to hear your thoughts on this, man.
On this subject?
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Did he freeze up again? I think we're having some internet issues. Okay, Trail, you there?
We have no sound, Mike.
Oh, man, we are going through. There we go. We are going through the technical issues. Trail, you here? You gone? Can't tell if he's still here or not. Well, anywho, well, fuck it. I'll just share what I got to say on it, I guess. Wait. Oh, there we go. There he is. All right, Trail.
I can't even hear you. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you now, man. Can you not hear us? Okay. No, all right, he's back now. Trail. Can't sit here too long. We are live. People are watching. Yeah.
Truck. Oh, okay.
Yo.
Truck, yeah.
All right, man. All right. So you with us?
Yeah, for now.
All right, cool, man. So you had some comments earlier today about this on when we were talking about it in our little Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to converse with you and just hear your thoughts on this, man.
Basically, you could put it like this. We could say that because we openly date them with no problem. But to me, and this is just my personal opinion, to them, they will never accept us because a lot of them already look at us as weird, chasers, and stuff like that. You know all around how they talk and how they think. I mean, I ain't gonna go and run it. I'm not gonna run it all down to you because we already know. We hear it every day. You know.
Yep.
So, like I said, we would never be accepted in that light towards them. And be honest with me, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But I'm not one of them dudes that's trying to get like, oh, you gotta accept me because I love y'all. I do this and that. Nah, I'm all right. If I'm not welcome, if I'm not welcome to the party, I'm not coming. So that's how I feel. But
okay,
to be honest, when it comes to them, nah, we would never be accepted in that light as part of the trans community. Because me personally, I do support a lot of events for my friends who are members of the trans community, and they're trans also. I support a lot of their events, and I'll be there, in support for them, of course. So, but I hear like a lot of things, like a lot of talks from other people, like, oh, why they here and why is he here and stuff like that. Not me personally, but I just hear it about other guys, and I'll be like, oh, wow. So how they really feel about me, even though they see me all the time and they rock with me, but how they really feel about me? They really feel this way about me? So I just look at it as that, it is what it is, Like I was telling, I think I had a conversation with you, Mike, in the group, about, the DL dudes, they winning in that aspect.
DL men are winning every day.
Right. They don't have
every day.
I second that motion, y'all. It's definitely, it feels like sometimes when you stay in the shadows, you have an easier time, but when you come out and really have embraced what you want or what you desire, then it seems like, oh, we like them other dudes that's more like toxic masculine. We don't like the dudes that like us back. We like the dudes that don't like us. I'm like, well, why did I waste so much time, being comfortable with the fact that I like you, only for you to backdoor and tell me, well, I like dudes that are more masculine and they don't really like all the girls. They just like me. That's what it is. It's really about, they don't want a dude that just likes trans girls. They want a dude that likes just them. Like, fuck every other trans girl, but they're the one that is special enough for you to bend all that shit. It's like some fantasy Hollywood shit. Like, I never dated a trans girl, but for you, I will throw everything. I will put it all to the side. And most of the dudes that they choose are not going to do that shit. And unfortunately, a lot of them are the ones who are the sources of these murders. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And, look, that's the experience of, some, but not all. We got a lot of women in the comments right now, when I said DL men are winning, they were not in agreement. And ladies watching the show, I appreciate y'all for not fucking with them motherfuckers. And oh wait, hold on. I don't know if that's okay. Anywho, yeah, no. Ladies, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, and yeah, so I appreciate y'all rocking with us on this one. But yeah, that is the experience of some people. We're always gonna go with the some but not all approach. We are not gonna generalize for everybody. But that is an experience a lot of guys run into, and a lot of women, experience as well. But, talking about whether we are considered a part of the community or we're not considered a part of the community or whatever else, like, this is just an opinion offered by, a white trans woman who, is a writer. And she offers, inflammatory opinions. It happens. That's what she does. It's her job. But after I thought about this, I was like, okay, hold on, just 1 second. Since when did anybody who had to go through anything reflective of coming out, since when are those people not considered a part of any sort of protected community? Because there are men out here who have to, depending on their circumstance, some but not all. Some guys have had issues with their parents. Their parents don't fuck with it. They can't bring their girl around. People don't fall out with their parents over this stuff. Falling out with some of their best friends, siblings. I know I got a friend, a brother. His sister won't talk to him. His sister will not talk to him because he has been open and honest about his about who he dates and who he loves. And I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, I think there needs to be not a huge fucking parade, but a little bit of recognition that guys do have to go through something to openly date women of trans experience, and do it in a way that is right, respectful, and all that stuff. You got to be straight with all your friends and family, not the DL to the family and friends. Zaya, we don't want people that do that kind of shit. But yeah, I just think that I'm sorry. I think about that when I think about, are we a part of the community? And it's just like, yeah, the guy has to deal with the pressure, the depression, the isolation a lot of time. And to, Brianna, I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw the sip here. To Brianna's credit, yes, that is the risk men have to be willing to take. Absolutely. That is a necessary step on your journey, men. You have to get to a point where you are no longer DL. That is a point. If you're not there right now, cool.
Let me put it
please just head in that direction for sure.
You got to be about that life. Oops. If you're not about that life, don't fuck with it. Leave it for us, because we already know where we
Facts.
You could go. They got plenty of cisgender women with vaginas that basically is ready to take whatever you gonna give. You just got to come their way. Now, this other chick, you might want to be curious or whatever, but if you feel like it would devastate your family or your friends or your circle, whatever, don't fuck with it. Stay away. You know what? People have to learn something. You can admire from afar. You could look at a trans woman and admire from afar, but sometimes, men, we think with our dicks so much and we like, I just want a taste of it, but I don't want nobody to know.
Mm-hmm.
All facts. Yep.
I never had that problem, but I know, unfortunately, that's a big chunk of the clientele that deal with girls in sex work are the guys, because they paying not just because they can't get a girl, they want the privacy factor, they want the discretion.
And then it's hush money.
Basically.
Absolutely.
Like Trump.
Then we back to Trump. Damn.
And hush money.
Back to that motherfucker. And, Asha brings up a really good point. I'm from a church family indeed, and that was definitely one of the things that was brought up to me when I was young is whatever you do in the dark will come to light.
I live by that. That's why I couldn't be DL if I wanted to, because I think about that quote rings in my mind on the daily. Like, if I'm gonna do this shit in the dark, am I willing to do it in the light? So that's why I can't get an OnlyFans, because I'm scared it's gonna come to the light.
Man, don't matter who judge on that shit.
I know, especially if I'm able to pay my bills, but I gotta get over that. It's a mental thing. So.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
I want to shout out Brianna again, making a nut. She got fired, bro. Ray and Brianna are on fire today. Real talk, and Asha.
I appreciate you, Brianna. You giving us life tonight, and that's what we need. We need to know that we not just alone in this, like in our man thing. When we hear females affirming what we already thinking to each other, it's like, well, maybe we not so far off. Because I feel like I don't even know how to speak woman. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, and there are and men listening to this, and just jumping into the game, trying to learn whatever else. Please understand, there are women that are perfectly fine with dealing with DL men. They are out there, and obviously that's their choice. There's nothing that we can do about it. People have to choose for themselves. So I would say, don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated, bitter, or anything like that. Just, you got to let people make their own choices out here. And if it's a choice you don't agree with, so what? Just let it go. Let it go.
And by any means, remember, murder is never the answer to cover your tracks.
Absolutely.
Never.
Absolutely.
That's somebody's family member. That's somebody's friend. If you don't want to have nothing to do with them, just go on about your business.
Oh my goodness, Brianna. Okay.
What Brianna say?
She doing it again, guys. Stop being cheap. That's the message.
Okay, all right, Brianna, I have to interject here because
Pay.
there's a difference between being cheap and just not being able to pay. Now, I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I'm not a brother of exquisite financial status right now. I don't even make with the lowest I'm still making under the lowest tax bracket. So I feel a little insulted sometimes, not by you personally, but by the situation of me feeling like my only worth to a girl, especially a trans girl that I find attractive, is my wallet. I feel like basically all these girls have pegged us in the category. No matter how good you are, no matter how much they like your conversation, no matter if they think you cute, it's all about cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yep.
Like I didn't inbox girls just complimenting. I'm not saying I want to fuck you or nothing. I'm just saying you look cute or whatever. They say cash at me. I'm like, damn, you know. And it's like they've been so jaded by this like, and I get it. I know it's hard out there. You got like 50 dudes in your inbox, and you can't get $5 out of one of them. I could see why you might be a little frustrated if everybody telling you how beautiful you are, but you can't get, you know, whatever. You still struggling. But at the same time, that's not my problem. I mean, I'm here as a friend, as a lover, or whatever, but I'm not a fucking ATM. And that really stick in my craw. So that's what kind of get me on the fence about how I feel about sex workers, because I feel like it pretty much limits my opportunity to even get to know some good people. You know, but I mean, I've gotten through the cracks a couple of times, luckily, but it's definitely like trying to break through a brick wall to try to get through to some of these girls. And I literally just want to get to know what's your interest? What's, you know, what do you do outside of this? You know, if I pay a girl, and hey, I'm not above it, okay? But I mean, if I pay a girl, I would like, so what do you do outside of this? I used to go to the strip club and have 2-hour conversation with strippers because I did literally want to know, yeah, you fine. But what else you got going on? I want to know what's going on in your mind. You know, because if I like the body, I definitely want to know what's going on in the mind. And you know, I hope I ain't take it too far off. I hope I didn't go somewhere in the ditch, Chris.
Now, look, Ray, you were on one tonight, bro. So just I'm with it, bro. Preach your Ray going out.
I don't want to talk over nobody.
I got one comment from Brianna real quick, and then I'm gonna bring it back to your trail because I know you was aching to jump in there real quick, man. But there we go. Well, first she was asking where you looking, but you know there are plenty of women out there that aren't into it, and you know, I think we talked about this on this stream before, or on a stream before, but it's just like I think, you know, the biggest frustration that people see yet again and again is, you know, the guys who are looking for relationships are completely missing the women who are looking for relationships. And I think each crowd is finding the most visible of each. And a lot of times the most visible people, whether they're men or women, they're not. The most visible people, they're not the ones that want to settle down. They're the ones that want to continue to be famous and get clout and all that stuff. So, you know, it is sad how that happens. I don't know how to fix that, but we're just completely missing each other.
Yeah, it's like, what's that? What's the term when you almost?
It's unfortunate.
It's like a near miss type of situation with airplanes. Well, it's like, you know, going in a revolving door or something. Like you say, you just keep on missing. You never meet, but you always go past each other. I don't know. There's like a math term for something.
I got an idea for this.
We always run in parallel. There we go. We run in parallel, but we never meet in. Got it. There we go.
I'm gonna pitch an idea to Brianna live for the nation. I'm gonna let Tro go in first. Tro, they can get in here, man.
Yeah. Like I was saying, basically speaking what Ray was talking. You know, a lot of girls don't know how to separate it, basically. Separate the tricks from dudes that actually like you and want to talk to you. They don't know how to separate it, which I don't understand. Like, I understand we all come shaped and sizes, man. You know, some of us have the same lingo, the same game, but it don't be all about that all the time. You have to learn to separate it. Like I got a lot of girls that would be all cool with me, talking to me, and all of a sudden out of nowhere they would go, "Oh, can you cash out me $20? Can you cash out me $30?" Shorty, no, I cannot. You know, I have, dude, I have bills and I have rent to pay. I can't give you no money, and then I need money for myself. I can't walk outside with nothing in my pocket. You bugging. You know what I mean? I'm not doing all that. You wilding out right now with all that bull. I don't want to curse. But I'm just like, you bugging right now. I'm not with all that, dude. Like real talk. I'm not with all that. All that bullshit. Like, yo, can you do this? Can you do that? Shorty, if you can't hustle up $20 or $30 yourself, huh, I don't know what to tell you, baby. Because if I need $20 or $30, I can't come to you.
Yeah.
I gotta go get that my own. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, like same thing you say, Chris. It's like the ones that are looking for a relationship are literally doing this.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, you know, my little solution, I think I was I was rapping with somebody else who was on the stream before. You know, I rap with a lot of guys just all day. We just chop it up and talk. And I'm just like, look, one of my good friends. One of my good friends is a matchmaker in Denver. She is actually an analog in-person matchmaker. Like she has clients. She's got a pool of people. She is responsible for, you know, getting people together in relationships and whatnot. But I just think it would be interesting if we took a team of 10 people and we had like this Facebook group, and then we had people apply to be in this group, and every person that came into this group was vetted. You know, they had conversations with folks to make sure that you're really interested in a relationship. Like if we just made a place for those two groups to actually meet, that would be dope as fuck. Obviously, dating apps are made for that, but we all know that that's not what happens on dating apps. They're hookup apps. What up?
My girl on dating app. So
met your girl on dating app. All right, well there you go, Mike. So it's a success story.
Yeah. Okay, Cupid.
It's like throwing spaghetti at a wall. You just gotta inbox as many people as you can and hope one of them say hi back.
Fair enough. And you know what? Here, sorry, Brianna coming back again. Like, yeah, y'all like the street girls who stay with the drama. And you know what? It come from Belle Biv DeVoe.
That girl is poison.
Yes, don't trust a big butt and a smile, fellas.
Yeah.
Be better.
I mean, but it goes back to what you said, Chris. The girls are visible, you know. Mm-hmm. Now I've taken the time, and I've you know, after you know having thought about this, you know, and maybe thinking maybe I should change. And I think I maybe talked to a girl who said maybe you should change where you're looking. Maybe you should look a little harder. You know, you might find something. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a man with preferences. You know, I like a certain look, but I don't feel like the look that I like is so hard to achieve. But at the end of the day, it's like you say, the girls who are visible. So the girls who is posting the most selfies, the girls who are doing this, doing that, those are girls that's gonna get the attention. Now I know girls who are in sex work that post a lot of selfies. I know girls who are not in sex work that post a lot of selfies. Mm-hmm. So, but I agree with what Trell said. Sometimes these girls get so jaded, they can't tell the difference between a man that's literally just trying to have a friendly conversation and see where it goes versus a man that's like trying to get, you know, all up in your panty drawers, you know? Trying to get in your tuck, I guess is what they say.
So,
but,
I'm sorry. No, we got a comment, guys. We got a really good comment in here from Zaya. She's been lighting us up all day, and she brings a really valid point here. At least, you know, from her point of view. So, you know, it's hard to locate men like you all. My everyday walk down the street, cis men approach more, treat me normal after I tell my tea. I don't get that. I don't get the madness behind the yo man. So I'm assuming a lot of the problems that, you know, I'm gathering from that comment that she doesn't get a lot of the stress and the trouble and a lot of the bullshit from the DL guys that she's dealing with.
Yeah, well, the thing about it, I feel like a lot of these dudes that be dating the women DL, they be having a mentality like they walking through the like Scarface's verse of my mind playing tricks on me. I'm looking around, peeping around corners, all kind of shit like that.
I've been there before.
We got one last suggestion here because we're getting close to the end of this, and we're definitely work through this topic for sure. But Brianna again.
Brianna,
I've been there, done that.
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've
right.
done that.
Same.
I have met some different quality of girls.
I
It's
have
sad
too.
though, because a lot of the events that I've been to have been surrounding the trans murders. But I know what you're talking about. But those girls, yeah, you're right. I mean, those girls are ready to be wife like in 6 months. I know that to be fact. So if you ain't ready, no, I know this from personal experience. Like if you ain't ready to put a ring on it in like 6 months, then you a waste of time. So you got to come. Yeah, you got to come with a plan, basically. And that ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's the short period of time to talk about spending your life with somebody.
But who you telling?
But you know what though? I know one couple where it's worked.
There's always exceptions.
Okay, yeah, you're right. There are exceptions. Okay, fair enough. I was just
some people are just lucky enough to find a soulmate and know that that's the one in 6 months. Most of us got to see who this person is in different seasons of their life. That's my belief. And I've been honored to actually be the best man in a wedding for a really good friend of mine who I've been knowing since 7th grade. Now he's been with his wife for 7 years prior to them getting married, and now they got married. They have a beautiful child. But I feel like all the stuff that I've seen him go through while she was with him, if he had not stayed with her long enough, he wouldn't have known if she was loyal enough. She could have went through something in that time frame. She wouldn't have known if he was loyal enough. I think you have to put in I'm not going to go into that, but I think longer than a year to really find out how loyal somebody is. Because then you could tell how a person deal with adversity. That includes
at least about 2.
2 years at least. At least 2 years dating somebody before you even talk about getting married, Or at least before talking about marrying each other. But
I think I have to be honest. I think I've been public about this on other media and even on the stream. Look, I am definitely in wife hunting mode right now. So maybe I do need to check out these events. I'm not looking for an accelerated plan like 6 months, but I'm definitely looking for something real. And not every look. It's. I'm sorry, I was about to address the commenters, but I'm gonna just leave them out of this right now because they are going.
They're going in.
But anywho, no, like really, I am looking for something serious myself. I know I'm ready, and I'm just really picky about the right one. But when you're making these kinds of decisions, you got to take your time and be careful about them. So. I will try out those events, Brianna. I was actually slated to go to quite a few events this year, but COVID happened. So got my refund on all the events that I registered for, whatever else. So, maybe 2021 will be the year. And everybody, when we all come together, it will be all love and everybody be happy to see each other and we'll be able to network. It'll be all good. So hoping that is the case for 2021. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Ladies, thanks for commenting. Thanks for being a part of the conversation tonight. Just know these are real, raw opinions, and at the end of the day, it's all love. Ladies, we love you. We respect you. We're conversing in a way that we converse amongst just each other without anybody else around. So if you got in halfway, go to the beginning. You got real honest opinion from men who are, ready or who are already, 2 of which, well, actually all of us do, all who openly date women of trans experience. So with that, I think I am good to go. Trell and Mike. Well, Trell first. Trell, tell them where people can find you, man.
Oh, I'm on King Clee Trail on all platforms. All platforms is King Clee Trail. And even if anybody want to go on my Snapchat, it's Illuminati. All right, on my Snapchat. Everything else, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, King Clee Trail. All right, hit me up.
All right, brother Mike. Where can they find you, man?
Facebook, Michael T. Biggs. That's it.
All right.
Simple.
And I'm gonna even give one more shout out because Zaya's promoting the website here. So we got blacktransnation.com. I don't know what's there, but apparently you should check it out.
Oh, I do. I think that's Candy. I met her. Very good, nice lady. Yeah.
I think we friends too.
Yeah, yeah. They're about their business. Yeah. I've been to her business. Yeah.
All right, well, hey, check it out, y'all. Blacktransnation.com. Check it out.
Yeah.
And again, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for vibing with us today. Please come back. We're gonna do this again. We usually do this about once a week. You can watch these streams again, rewatch them, or listen to them on all your favorite podcasting platforms. We're also on YouTube and Instagram. And for the men out there, if you are looking to fellowship with other men like us and talk about whatever is concerning you, ask questions. If you want to learn, by all means, join all of us on the Men Like Us Tribe Facebook group. It is a group for men only. It is a safe space for all of us. It's a safe space for you to learn and grow as a man. So definitely don't be afraid to join. Don't be afraid to ask questions. There's no shame in there at all. It is a no porn site or anything. We don't do any of that. We're just having great conversation and fellowship and as brothers. So with that, y'all, we're going to catch y'all later. And we're going to do this thing again in about a week.
One more thing.
Oh, what up?
Oh, I got some Facebook friends on here. Y'all know y'all can reach me. Anybody else that want to reach me can reach me at Jules Ray Winfield.
Oh, wait. See, now I just tried to end the show like 3 times, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of love here. Tell the Peanut Gallery to come in and tell people where they can find her. And she's been trying to lean in the show all night.
Y'all can't find me nowhere. Like, y'all can check me out, Naya Bella on Instagram, Naya Bella on Facebook.
And I want to say a special thank you to her for biting her tongue through this whole podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
I love
Thank you for not killing our show. Thank you for not killing our show. Thank you. Oh yeah. All right, y'all.